Welcome back. Today's video is going to be on how to take any eyeshadow and turn it into a liner. You guys have seen me do this in several different videos now. You can do it with pretty much any eyeshadow, except I wouldn't recommend using it on the chocolate bar palette. I don't know why, and I'll show you. I attempted it, and I don't know if you can see it, but there is a watermark. I guess you're not supposed to make chocolate in water. I don't know. But I've been really obsessed with the electric palette lately, and I'm going to show you using a variety of brushes. Now, you can use pretty much anything from an angled brush to the flat eyeliner brush to the angled whatever the hell that is. You can even use paintbrushes. If you're going to use paintbrushes, I recommend you finding something that is skinny and dense, so it will definitely hold the liquid in and pick up the color and give you a really clean line. But for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to use this. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics angled liner brush, and I got it for $3 at Target. And you're going to want to use a setting spray. I'm using the e.l.f. setting spray. It's $3 and works really good for creating liner. You're just going to want to make sure you have a clean brush, which the base of mine's not clean. And you're going to spray it so it's pretty wet, and then you're going to take whatever color you want. I'm going to take Urban, which is a really pretty purple. You're just going to want to dip it in there. I use this side, so it makes it a lot easier. And once you've got some on there, spray it again. And then I'm going to show you on the back of my hand. Now you're going to want a really wet brush, so just keep spraying. It looks crazy when I spray it, but okay. Now, it's really wet, so we're going to go in again. And it's all about finding the perfect consistency to make the perfect line. Now this is one with only a few sprays, and this is one that has completely soaked the brush. And it gets on there and it makes a very pigmented line. Now with pressed pigments, like with the electric palette, you definitely want your brush to be semi-wet so you get the full intensity of the color payoff. So I'm going to soak this again. Best thing about using the e.l.f. Mist and Set setting spray is it's $3. Use it relatively quickly when you're making your own liners, so it's a good investment. You're going to dip it in the color again. And as long as your brush is still wet, you can still go back and pick up some color. Now I'm going to show you how to do the liner with this angled brush. Then I'm going to show you with the just paintbrush, really skinny. It's cost effective when you buy them in a pack. I bought my pack of paintbrushes for $4 at Walmart in the craft section. So you can use some for painting and some for makeup. And that's how I do my wing with this, using the purple. Now let's take the paintbrush. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to make it really wet. You always test it on the back of your hand. I always keep several bottles of this in my makeup case. Do the same thing. We're going to get it right into the edge. It makes it easy with these circle shadows to just trace around the pan to where you can still use the metal when you want to use it dry. And it should look like that. I started out doing makeup with the paintbrushes that I would get at Christmas as a kid. If need be, just rest your arm on a table. Now, with paintbrushes, most of the bristles are synthetic, so you have to wet it several times to be able to pick up good color. Sorry, I'm bumping the table. It dries out pretty quickly, especially you have to go relatively slow with these because they're not formulated like an eyeliner. You gotta work really quickly, and if you're new, I just recommend you wet your brush several times. That's it. It's really simple. Is that you can use a variety of brushes. This is the flat eyeliner brush. I'll do a demonstration on my hand. Technically, you can even use water. It's relatively the same thing. This is going to give you, it might be easier for some people. I don't think the flat is that easy. I'll show you the angle. I like to use the angled brush for my gel liners. This gives you a thinner line. And these other brushes are going to work pretty much the same way. This is a smaller version of the flat liner brush, so if you have smaller eyes or hooded eyes, this is probably the best. That's pretty much it. It's really simple. You just need setting spray, which this is $3 at Target. You can get any form of brushes that you need. Just make sure if you're using paint brushes, you want something that is dense, kind of thick in the middle, but definitely movable, because when you wet the brush, it's going to get really heavy, and then you just want to swirl. And just more of that. 2 different brushes. Wing liner, one significantly cheaper, because I bought a pack of 24 brushes, and these 4 paint brushes, which I use for makeup, were in there, and the rest I use for painting. So, pretty simple, really easy to do. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.